Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Roberto Carlos playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Beckenbauer. Roberto Carlos. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was face to Bellingham! Bellingham! That is brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! There is the breakthrough! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That'll be a throw-in. Costa Curta. Ruben Dias. And it's Xabi Alonso. White. Gabriel. Bellingham. Rijkaard. Olise. Oh, good spread. It's a promising position. Oh, that's neat. For Xabi Alonso. Looking for the run. And the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Arsenal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. He's going to be disappointed with that. That has been cut short. Nicely aimed pass. Ronaldinho. Steaming on goalwards. It's loose now and they want to get it back. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Can he get on the end of this? Roberto Carlos is flagged offside. It's just beyond his reach. Aims beyond the defence. Played backwards here. And it's Gullit. And it's Luis Suarez! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. Pings in across. Olise attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Bellingham gets into a good position. Alonso. Olise receives it in a good position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. Bellingham. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. Roberto Carlos.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Baresi. And it's Ribery. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh no, this does not look good. Now that's well seen too. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. It's played through for him. And Mbappe! Now who's going to be first to this? Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Mbappe. And a chance! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And this is Ribery. Ribery. Chance! It's in! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's had it taken off him. Can he get it through? He has a look up. Irwin. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, that pass isn't the best. Searching pass he's played there. Can he finish? And it's in!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball and they're in.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Now it's Bellingham. He is through here. This looks promising.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
No luck with that dink over the top. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
He's had a shot! He's scored! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact.
There's the shot! Roberto Carlos gets good distance on it. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That has not gone well. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Played into space. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
The less said about that pass, the better. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! It's in! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Toure promptly onto that, and that is that. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Rijkaard. And it's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Knocks it into... Shot a goal! He should have put that one away.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
It's their second corner of the game. Shapes to shoot! And somehow he managed to miss it. Played out towards the right wing. Beckham. Beckham with the cross.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Tries to play it through.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Picked out brilliant. Goes for a shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And now he has two. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. White. Gabriel is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Looking to play him in. Piqué spots it and intercepts.
Has been indicated.
Threads one in. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Rijkaard. Now it's Olise. Alonso. And here's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Olise. And that is that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a
big chance! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Van Basten. McTominay. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. Takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Looking for options for movement. Cruyff goes on a run down the left wing. Bergkamp.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Gullit gets a foot in here. Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hoeneß with the cross, he gets big! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That has been cut short. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. It's a good ball out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's intervened well there. Spread out to the left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Van Basten.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Gullit. The ball goes in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, good take and a good hit. There's the shot! It's in! Manchester United are back on level terms. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Baresi clears it away. Roberto Carlos! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gullit, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Best, can he spark a counter here? That is good alertness. Gullit, oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get on the end of this? Lahm gets into some space. Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. And it's Lahm. Gullit. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Baresi. It's a good run down the right, and he's picked it up out wide. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And they can counter here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Great work on the overlap. Schmeichel claims comfortably. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Strokes it back. Ernest. Toure cuts out the pass. Bullet. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Roberto Carlos. Keeper's dealt with that. Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now he's got space here. That has not gone well. Tries to pass it through. He's a sharp little ball here. Best. That's an imaginative pass. Nicely weighted ball. Opts to... Decent chance! He has done it! And they're back in front. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Just eases him off the ball. Look at the space here, and he shoots! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready.
Great chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So now the difference... Shot goal! No mistake! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number
Time then for the
15,
first substitution of the game.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Manchester
Number
United
12,
give themselves a fighting
Van
chance,
Basten.
back in with a shout.
Number 24.
Knocks it out wide,
Perez. Number 9. Gullit.
and it's Messi.
Number
Pressing's
17,
intense, and it's paid off.
McTominay.
Now it's Pele.
Number 22.
Toure kept aware, and it
Number
is
10,
reclaimed easily.
Didier
Knocks it
Drogba.
into space.
Number 19.
Messi is
Number
offering some sort of an
21.
apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ronaldinho. He's free, he has got space. Roberto Carlos out-muscles him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! Manchester United have their second corner now. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to play it through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm does really well to win the ball there. Great vision. Cruyff.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Eto'o. Now it's Pele. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Oh, delightful ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's only too happy to take that back.
There will be
Can he get it through?
Time.
And this is Eto'o. He's picked his way through. Cruyff. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Thinks about the shot. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic.
Fellow attendees,
Simply,
this
they
is
had
a
all the
World
right
Children's
answers.
Announcement.
Ronaldinho. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Schmeichel herring after the ball here. Rooney. It's Rooney! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Iniesta. Played out wide. Maldini. Here's Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot at goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. It aimed beyond the defence, and the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Vieira. And it's Iniesta. Tries to pass it through. And he's taking no chances there. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, that's fabulous. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passes short and sharp. Iniesta. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, nice touch. Luis Suarez. Strong running down that left flank.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Hullet. That has been slung wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Luis Suarez!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Now it's Rooney. And the through ball. And the shot! And this is Iniesta. Now it's Rooney. It's Rooney! magnificent! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's tried one! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. Thuram. And it's Vieira. Iniesta puts his foot on the gas. Ah, such a clever touch. This looks promising. It could be in here. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to extend their lead. What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. And they can counter here. Yaya Toure. Hullet.
There will be 1 minute
Iniesta.
added time.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries a measured ball. Now can he find a finish? Hullet. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Ronaldinho. He gets big. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Best. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. And that's played in low. Cleared without complication. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well measured. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Rooney. And here's Mbappe. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Has a look and plays it forward. Nicely shaped ball. Toure cuts out the pass. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
It's a pretty loose pass. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Turan, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And it's Cruyff. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Iniesta. Messi. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Iniesta. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Iniesta. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 26.
Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Iniesta. Number 13.
Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Collier. Iniesta. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And it's Messi, driving forward.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's hit the upright. And that has been clubbed away. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. And here's the chance to counter. He's found a way through. Pull it. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. He can run onto that. Takes a shot! They've done it! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Substitution on the field.
Desperate
6,
defending required here.
Bullet. Coming on the field.
They've played it short.
Number 17.
Oh, sweet feet.
Substitution in progress.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Rivaldo. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And this is Messi. Rivaldo. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Rivaldo. Over to the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Header! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And time is up. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Brahim Diaz. Oh, that's a key interception. Mane is onto it in a flash. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the run. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Best, he is through here. Delivered across. Oh, that was vital. There will be a throw-in. Ronaldinho plays it in. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cruyff. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
It's Salah! Goal! Egypt! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
After 15 minutes is number 11, Mohamed Salah.
Egypt have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mane. And it's been played through. Toure promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mane. Iwobi takes control of it and he's on the move. Iwobi. That's good play. And he's gone backward here. He's going for goal! Defending of the desperate variety. Decent enough try.
Koku just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played back in. He's had it taken off him. And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That's a cute ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Luis Suarez, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Brahim Diaz. And it's Koku. Knocks it into space. And he's found the way past. Oh, no joy this time. Toure gets it clear. Cocu. Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's a fine interception. Goes forward. That is good alertness. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff powering forward here.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Iwobi is in a really good position out wide. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. There's the shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Brahim Diaz.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well-timed, excellent interception. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center? Substitution on the field, number 19.
And we're off again.
Coming on to replace
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that's been drilled in. Danger averted for now.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. And it's Messi. He's got away. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, that might be the first time.
There's a quick free kick. Mane. Brahim Diaz. And that's put paid to a promising move. Tries to... He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Rijkaard. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cocu. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. They want to be quick to recover this. Looking for options for movement. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Piqué kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's through, it's one-on-one! And the shot! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Egypt are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Mohamed Salah. He's found a way through. Mohamed Salah! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, number 26.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 7.
Egypt find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped.
A header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Piqué cannot be beaten that easily. That has ended up in no man's land. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that has not gone well. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter.
He's got tall! And he hits the net! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So is this the start of a comeback? Thuram attempts a clearance. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot! It's running. And one more try! Oh, can he get onto this? And that could set him on his way. It's a goal kick. Rijkaard is there, and he can pick it up. And it's Iniesta. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ronaldinho. That is lovely. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a full shot, goal! It's bounced back off the post. It's a pretty loose pass. Nuno Mendes. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
There will be 3 minutes at a time
Too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Rudiger. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, that's fabulous. And Beckham! It's in! Deep into injury time! He has given that and that's it. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go...